Good afternoon, students. In previous class, we have completed how to write the names of organic compounds by following some rules. That is called IUPAC nomenclature. Successfully, we completed that IUPAC nomenclature. Now, in today's class, we will go for next concept, that is isomerism. Which is one of the important concepts present in this organic chemistry. Okay, first we will know what is that definition of isomerism. The property of the compounds which contain same molecular formula. Isomerism is the property of the compounds which contain same molecular formula. Here the important point is how many compounds if you take. Those compounds if they show isomerism, they have to contain same molecular formula. Okay, ma'am? The property of the compounds which contain same molecular formula but differed in structures and arrangement of particles present around the compound, around the carbons. Okay, that is called isomerism. You will be clear, very clear, no problem at all. Now I will write the definition on board. See all of you. Isomerism is the property of organic compounds which contain same molecular formula, but different structures or arrangement of groups around carbon. Read the definition once again. Isomerism is the property of organic compounds which contain same molecular formula but different structures or arrangement of groups around carbon. Okay, ma? For example, for your understanding purpose, only one example I am considering here. See, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. What is the name of this compound? Butane. Molecular formula C4H10. Molecular formula C4H10. This is first compound. Next compound CH3, CH, CH3, CH3. Observe how many carbons are present here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. Hydrogens 3, 3, 3. 9, 10. Both compounds butane and 2-methylpropane. Butane and 2-methylpropane both have same molecular formula C4H10 only. Molecular formula means number of molecules present in that compound, exact representation. That is called molecular formula. Okay, ma? Now both have same molecular formula C4H10. Coming to butane, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons, hydrogens 3, 2, 2, 3. Total 10. Both compounds have same molecular formula but differed in structures. See, this one has straight chain. This one has branched chain. Side chain. This is side chain, ma? This is straight chain. Is it differed by chains or not? Structures. These two are coming under isomers. And the property is called isomerism. Okay? Isomerism is the property of organic compounds which contain same molecular formula. These two compounds contain same molecular formula. These two compounds contain same molecular formula, but they are differed by structures. This is straight chain structure. This is branched chain structure. Okay, ma? Then this type of property is called isomerism, and those compounds are called isomers. and those compounds are called isomers. Those compounds are called isomers. Now we have to see classification of isomerism is very important. Before going to that one, observe the definition carefully. Isomerism is the property of organic compounds which contain same molecular formula but different structures or arrangement of groups around carbon. Okay, that is about isomerism definition. Next we have to go through classification of isomerism. Note down this definition, all of you. Now, isomerism is classified into two types. Structural isomerism stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism, stereoisomerism. Okay, ma? Next, observe this. Isomerism is the property of organic compounds which contain same molecular formula. So these are all contained by same molecular formula only. The compounds which show structural isomerism or stereoisomerism, they contain same molecular formula. Okay, but they are differed by structures. If they are differed by structures, that isomerism is called structural isomerism. If they are differed by structures, that isomerism is called structural isomerism. Coming to stereoisomerism, those compounds contain same molecular formula, same structures also, but they are differed by arrangement of groups around the carbon. So in the definition I mentioned, that is the property. Isomerism is the property of organic compounds which contain same molecular formula but differed in structures or, I told or, okay, number of groups surrounding the, depending on position of groups surrounding the carbon. Okay, second one is called stereoisomerism. First one is called structural isomerism. Now clearly I am mentioning isomerism is the property of organic compounds which contain same molecular formula but they are differed by structures, that is called structural isomerism. If they are differed by structures, that is called structural isomerism. If they are differed by arrangement of groups around the carbon, that is called stereoisomerism. So depending on the definition itself, we classified isomerism into two types. Those two types are structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. Next, again structural isomerism is classified into different types. First one minute ma. Structural isomerism is classified into different types. First one, chain isomerism. Second one, position isomerism. Third one, ring chain isomerism. Fourth one, metamerism. Chain, position, ring chain isomerism. Fifth one, functional group isomerism. Sixth one, tautomerism. So structural isomerism is classified into total under again 6 types. First one, chain isomerism. Second one, position isomerism. Third one, ring chain isomerism. Fourth one, metamerism. Fifth one, functional group isomerism. Sixth one, tautomerism. Okay. Under stereoisomerism, two types are there. Geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. All of you note down this classification neatly. Now, clarity for you is we are going to discuss structural isomerism under isomerism topic. All the 6 types we will discuss in this concept only. Okay, next. You will get geometrical isomerism in hydrocarbons chapter, which is next chapter. In next chapter of 11th class, we are going to study geometrical isomerism. Optical isomerism we will study in 12th class. 12th class organic chemistry first chapter, that is haloalkanes and haloarenes. You will study, that is chapter number 10 mark. In class 12, chapter number 10, haloalkanes and haloarenes, you will study optical isomerism. So, geometrical isomerism we will study in next chapter, hydrocarbons. Optical isomerism we will study in 12th class first chapter. Now we are going to see only structural isomerism, all the types, 6 types. Chain isomerism, position isomerism, ring chain isomerism, metamerism, functional group isomerism and tautomerism. All the 6 types we are going to study. Okay, now I am going to keep citing structural isomerism. Before that, note down this classification neatly, all of you. Once again, what is the definition of isomerism? That is the property of organic compounds which contain same molecular formula but differed in structures or arrangement of groups around the carbon. Okay, that is called isomerism, and those compounds are called isomers. Now, isomerism is of two types, structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. Under structural isomerism, again 6 types are present. Those are chain isomerism, position isomerism, ring chain isomerism, metamerism, functional group isomerism, tautomerism. Okay. Stereoisomerism, 2 types, geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Okay, let us see our topic, structural isomerism now. Under structural isomerism, first type, chain isomerism. The compounds which contain same molecular formula, but differed by arrangement of chains, structures of chains, that is called chain isomerism. That is the property of organic compounds. Okay, this is structural isomerism, property of structural isomerism of organic compounds which contain same molecular formula but differed in structures regarding chains. That isomerism is called chain isomerism. Okay, whether you note down the definition or not, no problem. Examples we will see carefully. Now, coming with examples. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, butane, CH3, CH, CH3, CH3, 2-methyl propane are examples for chain isomers. These two are examples for chain isomers. Observe, this is straight chain. This is contained by side chain. Both are different in structures. Chain structures. Straight chain structure, this is contained by branched chain. Correct or not? Then these are coming under chain isomerism. Okay, one more example. Next. But remember, they contain the molecular formula, that is C4H10 only. They contain the molecular formula C4H10. Next. C5H12. C5H12, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3, pentane, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH3, 2-methyl butane, CH3, C, CH3, 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 2,2 dimethyl propane. These are all coming under chain isomers of molecular formula C5H12. All these compounds contain same molecular formula C5H12, but chains wise they are different. This is straight chain, this is contained by one branched chain, this is contained by two side chains. This is containing one side chain, there we have two side chains. What is the common name? N-pentane, isopentane, neopentane. These are all coming under chain isomers with molecular formula C5H12. These are all coming under chain isomers with molecular formula C5H12. This is about chain isomerism. Like this we can go for hexane, N-hexane, isohexane, neohexane, like that. Furthermore are possibilities there. Okay ma? Simply total number of carbons and hydrogens, see that one. If they have molecular formula same but they are differed in chains, that is called chain isomerism. This is first category of structural isomerism. Next, second one. Position isomerism. These are the compounds which contain same molecular formula but they are differed in positions of double bonds or triple bonds or substituents, anything. Okay, those are differed in but CH3 groups we should not consider because they will be coming under chain isomerism. Here the positions of double bonds or triple bonds or substituents will be differed. Let us take example. CH2 double bond CH, CH2 CH3, 1 butene. CH3 CH double bond CH, CH3, 2 butene. Those two compounds have molecular formula C4H8. If you want to check that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbons, 2 plus 1, 3, 2, 5, 5, 3, 8 hydrogens are there. Even here also 4 carbons, 8 hydrogens are there, C4H8. But what is the difference here? Both have straight chains only, but position of double bond is different. In first compound, double bond is present on first position, 1 butene. In second compound, double bond is present on second position, name is 2 butene. Both are differentiated by position of double bonds. Then these are called position isomers. This type of compounds are called position isomers. They are differentiated by position of double bonds. Like this, triple bond positions, if they are differed also, we can write those are coming under position isomerism. Or let us consider example. CH3, CH2, C triple bond CH, 1 butane. CH3, C triple bond C, CH3, 2 butane. These two are coming under position isomers only. Formula C4H6. Differed in positions of triple bonds. Differed in positions of double bonds. Next, CH3, CH2, CH2, Cl. Chloro, 1-chloropropane. CH3, CH, Cl, CH3, 2-chloropropane. Both have molecular formula C3H7Cl. Both have same molecular formula C3H7Cl. See, 1, 2, 3 carbons, hydrogen 7, chlorine 1. Same like that here also, 3 carbons, 7 hydrogens, 1 chlorine. Both have same molecular formula but differed in positions of chlorines. In first compound, chlorine is present on first carbon. In second compound, chlorine is present on second carbon. 2 chloropropane, 1 chloropropane. These two are coming under position isomers with same molecular formula. These are the examples related to position isomerism. Okay. By this second example is completed. Second isomerism is completed. That is position isomerism. Next we can go for next isomerism. Let us see what is the third category. Third one, ring chain isomerism. Name itself, it is indicating that closed rings and open chain compounds, they will show same molecular formula. Closed rings and open chain compounds. Let us consider one example. Cyclopropane, CH3, CH double bond, CH2, propene. This is open chain compound. Chain is chain. This is ring. Ring, chain, isomerism. Both have same molecular formula. Observe. C3H6. Here 2 hydrogens are there, 2 hydrogens are there, 2 hydrogens are there. Both have same molecular formula C3H6. But this is closed ring alkane. This is cycloalkane. This is alkene. Next compound, cyclobutane and CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH2, butene, cyclobutane and butene. Molecular formula C4H8. These two are coming under also ring chain isomerism. Closed ring structures and open chain structures, they are showing with same molecular formula. These are coming under ring chain isomerism. So we can give one conclusion that note point, cycloalkanes and alkenes, cycloalkanes and alkenes are ring chain isomers. Cycloalkanes and alkenes are ring chain isomers. Okay, ma'am. Third one is over. Next, fourth one. Functional group isomerism. Two functional groups compounds contain same molecular formula but differed in functional groups. Let us take example. Alcohol and ether. Alcohol and ether. Let us take one example, ma. CH3, CH2, CH2OH. What is the molecular formula? 3 carbons are there. C3, hydrogens 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 8, H8O. That's why by seeing C3H8O, we cannot understand whether it is alcohol or ether. Perfectly we have to write OH group. Actually this is representation of alcohol. No? This is its actual molecular formula. At a time carbons we are writing hydrogens and oxygens. Okay. C3H8O. Alcohol, it is represented like this. CH3, CH2, CH2OH. Ether, CH3O, CH2, CH3. 3 carbons are there. Hydrogens 3, 3, 6 plus 2, 8. 1 oxygen. Here also 3 carbons are there. Hydrogens 8, 1 oxygen. Both are representing same molecular formula, but this group has alcohol group, this group has ether. They are differentiated in functional groups. The type of isomerism is called functional group isomerism. One more example under alcohol: CH3, CH2OH, C2H6O. Molecular formula C2H6O. CH3O, CH3. Ether. Ether, alcohol. Alcohols and ethers are functional group isomers. Next example. Aldehyde, ketone are functional group isomers. Aldehydes and ketones are functional group isomers. Let us see example: CH3, CH2, C double bond OH. CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Molecular formula C3H6O. Molecular formula C3H6O. First compound C3H6O, second compound C3H6O. But first compound has aldehyde group, second compound has ketone group. These two are functional group isomers. Alcohols and ethers are functional group isomers. Aldehydes and ketones are functional group isomers. Same way, acids and esters are functional group isomers. Acid ester CH3, CH2, COOH. CH3, C double bond O, CH3. How many carbons are there? 3 carbons. Hydrogen 6 O2. C3H6O2. 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 Same molecular formula. This is acid. This is ester. Carboxylic acid, ester. These two are functional group isomers. Same molecular formula but different in structures. In what way they are different in structures? They are different in functional groups. That's why that is coming under functional group isomerism. So they have same molecular formula but different in structures. In what way they are different in structures? If they are different in functional groups, that is functional group isomerism. If they are different in positions, that is called position isomerism. If they are different in chains, that is called chain isomerism. Okay, ma. If they are different in rings and chains, that is called ring chain isomerism. Next, we will see fifth one, ma. Note down these examples, all of you. Next, fifth one. Metamerism. Metamerism contains same functional group only, but differed in arrangement of alkyl groups. Structures in a way that alkyl groups will be differed. Let us consider ethers. CH3, CH2, O, CH2, CH3. CH3, O, CH2, CH2, CH3. Molecular formula C4, H10O. Observe, both have ethers only. Here function group is ether, here also function group is ether. But oxygen is bonded to two ethyl groups. Here one methyl and one propyl group. Is it okay, no? They have same functional groups but differed in arrangement of alkyl groups. The type of isomers are called metamerism and their property is called metamerism. metamers. The type of isomers are called metamers and that property is called metamerism. Now, symmetrical ethers and unsymmetrical ethers are coming under metamers. Symmetrical ethers and unsymmetrical ethers are coming under metamers. One more example, ketone we can take. CH3, C double bond O, CH2, CH2, CH3. Next, CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. This is symmetrical ketone, this is unsymmetrical ketone. Here C double bond O is bonded to right side propyl group, left side methyl group. Here C double bond O is bonded to right side ethyl group, left side also ethyl group. Okay ma? This is coming under position also. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentan 2-1. This is pentan 3-1. Position also it will be. Sometimes both are mixed. These two are coming under position isomers as well as metamers. These two are coming under position isomers as well as metamers. Like that we can differentiate easily. Okay. Metamerism is the property of structural isomerism in which same functional groups are present with same molecular formula but they are differed in arrangement of alkyl groups. Here one is a molecular formula C5H10O. Both have same molecular formula C5H10O but they are differed in alkyl groups bonded to ketone. Here alkyl groups bonded to ether. Okay ma? This is called metamerism and those are called metamers. These are examples. Are you clear? Next final one, tautomerism. Next, sixth one, tautomerism. This is little bit different because till now what are the isomers we have studied ma? Both isomers at a time they will be existed. Suppose position isomerism, 1-chloropropane, 2-chloropropane. Both compounds are existed in the nature. 1-chloropropane separately it is present. 2-chloropropane separately they are present. It is present. Both compounds are present in the nature and existed at a time. But coming under tautomerism, we have to take two structures. Those two structures will not be present at a time. Whether one compound is present or it will be converted to another compound. But those two compounds will not be present at a time. That interconversion will be happened between one compound and another compound. That is called tautomerism. Okay ma? There is a reversible arrow here. Then we will see how to write that one. Let us consider CH3, C double bond O, CH3. CH3, C double bond O, CH3, ketone. It will be changed to actually ketone and I am going to write another structure, that is CH3, CHOH double bond CH2. Hydrogen is not there here. Observe the two compounds. This one contains ketone group. This one contains both alcohol and alkene. That's why this is called enol. En means alkene. OL means alcohol. Both compounds are present in the same compound. That's why that name is enol. En representing alkene, that is double bond. OL alcohol group, which is secondary suffix O only na, so second we wrote enol. Okay, name of the compound simple only, that is not a problem. Structure, coming to this molecular formula, both have same molecular formula, C3H6O. Observe, both have same molecular formula, C3H6O, but two compounds at a time they will not be existed. Whether this is present in ketone form or enol form, ketone or enol, it will be converted to enol. Again enol will be converted to back ketone. Okay, if you observe at particular time it is present as ketone. After 5 minutes if you observe it is present as enol. But at a time two compounds will not be present. The type of isomerism is called tautomerism. There is a reversible arrow, meaning here this compound can be converted to this compound or this compound will be converted to back. Reversible arrow, that is representing. Okay, this type of isomerism is called tautomerism. Tautomerism is not mentioned in your textbook, but somewhat it will be helpful only, no problem. And this is also called keto-enol tautomerism. What is that, ma? Keto, here ketone group is there, enol, keto-enol tautomerism. At a time two compounds will not be existed. One compound will be converted to one form or other form will be converted to this one. Okay, but previous, what are the isomers we have studied? Metamers, position isomers, whatever it is, those two compounds if you consider, let us consider 2-chloropropane and 1-chloropropane, or but-2-ene, but-1-ene. All these compounds at a time they will be present in the nature and they are existed. But these two compounds at a time they will not be existed in tautomerism. They will be converted from one form to another as well as immediately reversible arrow. That's why I mentioned with the reversible arrow also. This type of isomerism is called tautomerism. Now what is the name of this compound? This one, propan-2-one. This compound, prop-1-ene 2-ol. Here right to left if you give numbering, you will get first carbon double bond, second carbon alcohol. Left to right if you give, anyways alcohol is getting second position only. That's why which is preferred. Double bond is also getting least number now from right to left. That's why I gave this name. Prop-1-ene 2-ol. Prop-1-ene 2-ol. Enol. Enol. Prop-1-ene 2-ol. Generally it is called enol. If both alcohol group and alkene groups are present, enols. If both NH2 group and COH groups are present, amino acid. Like that here. Okay, this is called tautomerism. These are the six types of structural isomerism. First one, chain isomerism. Second one, position isomerism. Third one, ring chain isomerism. Fourth one, functional group isomerism. Fifth one, metamerism. And sixth one, tautomerism. These are all categories of structural isomerism. Coming under stereoisomerism, okay, under the two categories are there, geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Those two, in which geometrical isomerism we will study in next chapter, that is hydrocarbons. Next, optical isomerism we will study in 12th class first organic chemistry chapter, that is haloalkanes and halovarians. In those you will get those two also, no problem. Okay, ma? That is about today's class. Correctly we completed isomerism topic today, and next we will go for important concepts or terms used in organic reaction mechanism. By 1 or 2 classes we are going to complete this chapter and we are going to start hydrocarbons. Okay, ma? This is about today's class. Today we have gone through total isomerism. Under the structural isomerism concepts we have seen. Okay, I hope you understood everyone. If you have any doubts, immediately you can contact me, no problem. Okay, ma? Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you all once again.